while since I heard this one, man. Tate Moroki, a.k.a. The Dog, a.k.a. King TD, a.k.a. also known as. It's titled
A.k.a.
Shukivakui with Fiston and Sammy Lee Jones and DJ K-Boss.
Huh?
Yeah, man. Anyway, it was a big hit a couple of years ago.
Nee.
Welcome back to the Morning Mix. Welcome, Jella. Wat so vroeg kom insprang. I like it, man. I like it. You guys, you keep me going in the morning.
We have Maria back.
Sup, Black Maria?
Maria, Mora.
I saw your mic is up.
Yeah, my mic is off. Okay,
I switched it on.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to go to yeah.
Forchol,
Me, I got my one swear out already.
Forchol. I'm going to keep it.
Already one down. Ingui. Mara ya thauri. Ingira era kauri.
Washite na biata na ngombe.
Yeah.
Bahai.
Omatuka yetha gongana.
Omatuka yetha gongana.
Obinashi wanu.
Eh.
You can't express it any other. That is the only word.
Why didn't you say that in Oshiro?
Yeah, no tukamo sherero.
Mahaku kujisa mambo kaina kuya. It's like, yeah, how do I say this?
Mambo ya Panjara.
Mambo ya Panjara.
No, you're not listening to the Oshiro station.
Inji mapratina Oshiro ya Namibia.
What do they call it now? Omurari.
Omurari.
Omurari onji withirombaranga.
Next year, po.
Next Horomendio.
What's your next tea?
Horomendio music. The government of the music. You don't play with next tea. Max, maybe we have a future there at Omurari when Quentin decides Egas move for you.
So I went with Max T to Khobabas a few years back. I think we had a show with Jay Tuzel as well. No, to prank on the main man. So I went on stage as the MC. Show shit. Matwanga Max T. That crowd at Khabas Slate. What are you doing on stage? We didn't come for you. Max T.
You know, every one of us need to know their place.
Yeah.
Because I had the same situation as you a few months ago. It said it was Spice Snacks. So me, wife, brothers, sisters, we were all chilling at a hotel, having a few cocktails, just enjoying the evening. And my younger sister came up with a dumb idea to go to Chopsy's. So I've never been to Chopsy's.
That was like your first time?
It's my first time to go to Chopsy's. So we go to Chopsy's.
No, I'm just...
You can already see.
No, I'm picturing this whole ambience of Chopsy's and Exin never stopped that, and then I'm like, okay.
No commas with Chopsy's.
Yeah.
So we got a little table there. Exin does a cabrai area. So we ordered some meat and stuff. So I wanted to go to the toilet. So guys, I go to the toilet. So I go to the toilet, came back, and the DJ sees me. So the DJ is like, yo, we got Never Person in the house. Yo, my man, Now everybody in the house is like 25 and under. So everybody looked like Vis never bas. Man, was so good, man.
What is he coming to sing or what?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Is it an upcoming artist?
Yes, it's an upcoming artist. I'm standing there like, ow. It's a no.
Come on, blame your band, man. That's why I like you.
I went out of Chopsy's. I went to go sit outside there, the benches.
Yeah.
I had to go and eat humble pie. I told my wife, honey, the worst thing that ever happened to me. Niemand ken me daar binne kan nie. I was talking with her. I wanted to buy some drinks. I go to the counter. I'm talking to the lady behind the bar. She normally when I'm in a bar, somebody will recognize me. Like,
Yeah, it's like, hey,
that
never-
face, I need to help that face.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at the bar lady like, oh.
En hulle check almal, ja.
The bar lady's like, wait.
Gaan vra, is dit op jy entrepreneur? Wat
Ja.
is so? Het is zak.
That's the same vibe when you
I'm
go.
not-
You go to club vibe is the same.
Nee?
As jy nie ken nie, dis alba.
Yeah,
You know, I've
Vibe-
never been inside Vibe.
I
Yeah.
went
Really?
there. I went there with I think Hector once, and we felt like. Was ons jong? I felt like I was at a high school reunion of maybe say a matric farewell or something. 'cause
Oh, I know
very
that.
young
Now I
kids, and
remember
I
why I
was
don't
like-
go clubbing anymore.
Then I said, me and Hector felt, we are not that old to say we are old, but we felt so old.
Yeah, you just feel out of
We
place.
felt
bro.
out of place. We were like, bruh, we're at the wrong place. But I played with pizza. What did I play now?
Jokers.
Jokers, yeah.
I'm telling you guys today, I'm never going back
To Chopsys.
to Chopsys.
Not even to perform. Yeah.
They become a comedian.
Yeah.
That's courage.
Yeah, soek for courage. And tap the guy. Oh. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's a chop.
That's-
They will know
that's
the
it,
guy.
yeah.
That's today's comedians.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The main thing we want to talk about this morning, and we definitely want your input because some of you, Alfredo, is mos julle die werk hier. Hulle sit net by die huis en sin kyk vir ons en praat twak die hele dag.
Yeah.
So,
Verstaan jy?
yes, that's what we want to talk about. I mean, we all know the state of the Namibian economy. Actually, we all know the state of the world economy, not just the Namibian economy. There's nobody rushing to your help at the moment. Nobody's on their way.
Kapena
Yeah.
Oilonga.
Kapena Ilonga, everywhere
Geen
you go.
werk,
Kapena Ilonga,
no
Kapena
work.
Ilonga. So if you're sitting at home without a job, right? I just want to know, do you have like some sort of other contingency plan? Of sal jy maar net sit en wag totdat ons pay en by ons kom so. Ons raak ook moeg vir julle se gesolari. Elke einde van die maand moet ek vir dyne 2 aan stuur, dyne 5 aan, dyne 50. Die ene so kwai geld. Ek het self nie kwais nie. It's nonsense. So we just want to touch a little bit or a lot of bit on job creation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wanna-
An initiative.
Yes, taking the initiative. I mean, we are so hardwired to think of the conventional route to go if you're thinking of employment. But there are so many other options out there.
True. True.
I mean, some of us are lucky to be sitting in full-time jobs.
Yeah.
We don't even know how long that is going to last. But there are options out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Gilbert, it's good that you touch on this because I tell you one thing. I was so inspired a few days ago, and I really want, sometimes, we joke around a lot on the show, but I think this is quite a serious topic, and maybe just people can just maybe just for the next 2 minutes just hear me out. So, and let's see how we can inspire each other here, because I was inspired. I even told my boys about this. Sammy, we spoke about this just before you came in. A few days ago, I don't know if you've seen the post of, what is this guy? He sells caps and T-shirts just outside, if you come out of Vernil. I think he's a Bulgarian guy. You call him Jesus.
I call him Jesus, yes.
Yeah.
He looks like the statue of Jesus, Antonio.
Yeah, Antonio.
Antonio,
Yeah,
yeah.
Antonio. Antonio posts his experience of initiative a few days ago. He says, you know what? I took 150 Namibian dollars and I went to go and buy millies.
Yeah, I think I saw that post.
Ne? Jela bambus.
Again, I post Racine.
Ne? Jela almost for millies.
Mapungu.
Mapungu. So he said to himself, let me take this $150 to go and buy millies.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go and sell these millies for a day. To say and I trolley. Okay? He made, I think, something like $600 per day for that specific day. He made a clean profit out of $150. I think he made a clean profit of like $450, $460. So he was like, I'm challenging you, the youth out there, or the unemployed. to write your own narrative, to change your own game, to create an initiative for yourself and say, if I can do this for a day, ek het net millies verkoop vir die dag, and I made $450, $460. What stops you from doing the same thing?
Yeah, I think somehow education system is to blame as well, because more and I speak maybe under correction, but from friends I know that went to study, currently they are even open. They said exalok taxi muthanre if I have to.
Yeah.
The papers I went to go get is not helping me.
Yeah.
The thing of just waking up every day and say, come Zulanet, let me try.
Let
and
me
see if
do something. Let me
just
make
do
mine.
something,
Yeah.
even if I have to sell sweets. Even we don't have that. Everybody wants to sit in an office.
For what?
Everybody
wants
the
to work
government
for the
must look nice
government.
at this thing. That's most all you hear when you're on the radio. It's not coming to
Yeah,
help
it's not
you.
coming through. When we were reading the paper and what was the budget for the government?
500,000 for job
For
creation.
job, 500,000 for job creation, and me and Cubase was like, okay, 500K for job
Are you
creation.
hiring 2 people or
Yeah.
What project are you even gonna start with 500K?
Those were the tenders they are awarding in 1989.
Yeah.
500,000.
Because that probably equaled like 50 million.
Yes, back then. But right now, 500,000, you can't do much with 500,000.
Nothing.
Yes.
So maybe just to recap what he said, if he would do that every day, just for 5 days a week, you can easily make $2,000 per week just by selling millies.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take that $150, you reinvest it, buy millies again. You do the same thing every day. Sometimes people will see that you in fact are selling millies, and you will have to reinvest more money, and then you will not make $400 per day. You will make $800 per day.
Yes.
Hallo? Maar waarvan praat ons nou?
My check, never.
Exact.
Because I remember I saw this story also about some guy in SA. It wasn't a Namibian example, it was a South African example. He was sitting basically with school fees.
Nee.
And the thing was, okay, ek moet nou, die leitig is school funds is 3,000. I can't remember the exact amount.
Yeah.
It's like 3,000. So I either pay the school fees and I said futala, or because I still have a week, 2 weeks, I can try and flip this 3,000 some way.
Yeah.
And turn it into more. Toe besluit Dio, hy sal begin sandwiches maak. He wakes up at like 4 in the morning. Hy bak self die bretjens.
Nee?
Yes. Hy maak dit goed aan self. In die huis bak hulle, makes the sandwiches, goes out. Like after 2 months, he was hiring people. It's like, hey, you
Hou op, man.
command this station, I'm going to go open another one there.
Hallo.
Command that one, I'm going to open another one there. And he built basically a little empire just selling sandwiches on street corners. Mense begin na order. It's that simple. Our problem is, like I was saying, is that the conventional thinking is, ek wil in 'n office job gaan sit.
Ja, ek wil ngale, ek
Wie
wil
wil nou daar staan en sandwiches verkoop en dan kom stap Jessica Amon daar en staan en verkoop sandwiches. Aye.
Ek is hier moeg goed.
I think we try to live above our means.
Yes.
And
And keeping up appearances,
and keeping up
yes,
appearances.
you want to look
now you want to look good
a certain way to
and you
certain people.
can't even look good. It is that confused. So you go Zula just to go buy an iPhone or just to go buy this
Yes.
this fucking t-shirt. But you can't afford it.
I think it's more on keeping up appearances than, what did you say? What you said? Man,
What
you
did I
said
say?
something.
I even forgot. you talk about the sandwich. Speedy was.
Yeah.
Remember, were you guys there when Speedy was telling us about his journey of selling sandwiches as well?
Yes.
And he was telling us how simple it was to make money. And,
Simple.
Simple. He said he just started making sandwiches. The idea is to find the market. Where will people buy? And he started off selling. He said he used to sell in offices. Like he will just rock up.
Ja, ek kom net met die
By the
broodjies
office.
daar so. 11:00 wat jy
But
tee sit en drink.
yeah,
of
so he
10
make
uur.
it a habit. So people got used to him. Then he said, "Nee man, the market is this one. Let me try you now."
Nee?
He went to Unam. He said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah,
Market.
The market is bigger,
Yeah.
and people always
Yes, they always wanna buy
it's
something.
Simple, it's just a sandwich you make. You used to make burgers. So you make a burger and.
A gewone sandwich.
A gewone sandwich. You got
Like a biggie paloni,
Yes.
maybe a biggie bacon, maybe eier. No, not even a patty or anything like that. Like you can be selling those things and seriously walking away with money in your pocket.
In your pocket, yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
As a start. It doesn't have to become your career. But
Yeah.
these are opportunities that are out. I mean, there are people with jobs who do this never. I stand up in the ochtend, dan maak hy die sandwiches, leaves his little brother or whatever at home. Hy gaan beer toe. Daai mannetjie moet hy goed gaan aflewer want twee mense by Trasco, daai ding georder, JPF het daai gesoek, Government Park soek daai en dan gaan drop hy net af and you get paper.
I'm going to tell you guys something very controversial that somebody told me the other day.
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I won't say which car wash it is, but it's the car wash owner, Dibo.
Okay, come. Let's single them out. The popular.
It's
Cat
Biggs.
Boss, that's Biggs.
It's Joe's.
That's Joe's. Onze Siever.
Yeah, sis.
Onze Siever.
Hey, gaan speel fair, julle. I'm not saying anything. So this guy, we were talking about the economy and how tough it is, and he was talking about, hey, me bro, exactly, you know what, washing cars on a daily basis. Sometimes business is like this, sometimes business like that. And he says, you know what, my brother, Namibia, we must go through the same thing as Rwanda. We must just go through a genocide. Efra, what are you talking about? He says, no, you see the problem with us as Namibians. There has never been a war in this country. Except, where are you going with this? He says, my brother, you see, let us just say there's a war. Okay? We lose everything in this country. By the time we have nothing, you will see how creative Namibians will become. We purge this whole country. A war will clean this country up. I said, where are you going? He says, my brother, look at Zimbabweans. Look at the Rwandans. After these people have gone through this purge, this struggle,
They had to hit rock bottom.
they hit rock bottom. These people became very creative. Look at where Rwanda is now. Because of what happened in 1994, they appreciate each other. They do things that, and I'm not advocating for war. As a belief, all I'm just saying is that,
Relaying a story.
yeah, I'm just relaying a story to say that, you know what, if people think that far to say, you know what, Namibians, we are lazy.
Lazy.
We are not creative. We don't do anything for ourselves. That I've seen many a times how creative I become when I'm in a little corner. I don't know if you. I can talk for myself. When when I'm in a corner, and ek weet ek moet nou hierso uitkom, I become as creative as hell, and I get myself out of there.
Yeah.
And I don't know why must we as Namibians first get to a point where we are in a corner to start fending for ourselves as Namibians. And we don't want to advocate for war. We don't want war. I hope and pray that our country will never come to such a stage that Rwanda was or Zimbabwe was, but we need to learn to start fending for ourselves, starting from home.
I think the ideas dies at the Shabins.
Maar is dit nie waar jy ons begin praat nie. Ouers, kom ons begin 'n besigheid.
Hy word daar gebore en dan dood hy ook daar.
dood hy net daar. If you go chill out at a lot of places, you'll find these guys creative, man. These guys got
Like
good ideas.
the ideas that the guys are talking, the things that they're
Yes.
talking about would amaze you.
Yes, you'll be like,
But-
whoa, yo, this
Nee.
would work. But just implementing and getting them to work, yeah.
Where's my matagochi?
Where's that Kamagochi?
Hey.
So I think the people drink too much instead of coming up with ideas.
Oshikondo.
Yeah.
Hey, but
And then people
it's
have
not the
quick money.
alcohol. It's
yeah.
it's not fair to blame. Like the
I'm
alcohol
not
makes some
blaming
people
it.
creative.
And I think we want.
I
quick
become
money.
creative after a glass of wine.
The
What is your
problem,
problem?
the problem is that sort of conventional thinking is the only word I can think of to describe it. Right? Everybody wants to do things the exact same way, Neville. The exact. Even if I were to leave now, and I tell you I'm going to go start a business, I can bet you 100% that business, the way it's going to be set up is going to be, I'm going to be the sole employee. I'm doing all the work. I'm working until 3 o'clock at night, just so I can try and make a little bit of money. Nobody thinks, okay, I don't need to be a freaking teacher to be thinking about education. If the opportunity is there and the capital is there, or you have access to some capital, you can still venture into things that you may not necessarily be an expert in. Do you think these guys who are opening bars were all alcoholics or what? They saw the opportunity that there's
saw the
money
opportunity.
to be made.
Yeah,
Some
they
of
saw
them don't even
opportunity.
drink at all, but
Yeah.
they are selling you alcohol, making millions.
And the thing is, guys, the narrative here for people to understand how easy it is just to fend for yourself on a daily basis needs to start with the example of Antonio. $150. That's all you need to replenish $150. Become creative. You know what, my son, en ek het in hom geklim Sondag. Now, he sits with money. I think with $9,000. Won't say how we got it. Okay.
Speech wrote is fine.
Yeah, okay. So my son sits with, he's a student at UNAM. He sits with $9,000. I say, so what are you going to do with the money? No, daddy, you see the thing, my phone is wearing out at the moment. I'm going to buy myself an iPhone. I said, okay, I'm just asking you. So you're going to buy an iPhone because you expect me to look after you. Okay? Yeah. I said, listen, Kano, why don't you think of something to do with that $9,000 that replenishes it to $18,000?
Something that's going to buy you that iPhone.
Yeah.
That's going to buy you, thank you. That's going to buy you that iPhone.
Yep.
And you can continuously use this $9,000, reinvest it into something that can make you money. So you can stop asking me, Daddy, every day of your life. Daddy,
Ja, laat ek ook by jou zak kom soek.
die kar het nie juice nie. Die kar het nie juice nie. I keep on telling my boss, you guys have the ability to make $5,000 per month, each one of you.
Yeah.
Why must I
Still fuel your car for you.
fuel your car and see that you have money to take out your girlfriend to Chopsies every weekend? Okay, here we go with Chopsies and vibe again. but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but I think
I was so inspired by Antonio, I must tell you.
it comes with a discipline.
It's glitz and glamour,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Everybody
discipline,
wants
everybody
the glitz
wants
and glamour. Never, we don't want to do that. The decline the hard work.
Yeah, the
you don't want to
small-
do the groundwork. You don't want to do that for yourself. Either iemand vir jou job gee en vir jou na betaal,
Yeah.
Of the
of I need to give you like 200,000 so you can
Start.
so you can start.
Kama
Yeah.
das exactly. I met this, the guy, Jitsika, you have seen, I think he made it in the papers, the guy that sells Russians on a bicycle with his little jukebox at the back.
Ne?
So we met this guy. Another guy came, It's also because he has inspired a lot of guys to do it now. So we asked him. So I see now he's now dressed up,
we?
fits, and we asked him one thing: does selling Russians really, is it worth it for you? He said yes. See, and then he's used an example. As Namibians, we are just sleeping. I'm very comfortable selling my rations. I got food every day. It's like I can maintain myself just selling rations alone. I don't have to go to anybody and say, here, me, Zach, I'm just going to sell. And he says he can maintain himself very well.
Yes.
He's living comfortably. Hey, the issue come out, the government check me. But all I know is I drive around with my bicycle. I go to these people, I sell them my ration, they buy.
Simple, bro.
It's simple. It's all about standing up. But the problem we have is the discipline of starting small, making that $10 profit as what they give a 100 days in profit mark.
Send
So
me.
you find the scammers, guys selling stuff online. No, now you order, you scam people, you run away.
Look, the thing, like people, even riding your bicycle, right? Some of those guys who are in need of those kind of opportunities are the ones looking down on the guy on the bicycle.
Yes.
So I can't see myself on the bicycle. But that guy has got.
Yes, you find guys like that.
It's like we were saying about the Kapana guys. Ek Zula by jou honey. Wanneer ek wil Kapana gaan eet, ek Zula. Don't never owe me honey. Dat ou jy my nou gaan koop Kapana toe. And then I'm standing there looking down on this guy who's cutting my meat. But sit met 2-3 days in sy sak, but hy vir homself gemaak het die dag. And then I am there with my chicken formeel aangetrek met my skoene wat blink. And I'm like, yes, as kyk die veel honger.
Ja, bambo,
Ja,
wat is so
bam-
staan.
ja.
Het moest altijd...
Did you even wash your hands before you touch my meat?
Yeah. That's the kind of conversation and narrative that you
You're
have in your
thinking,
brain.
I can't see myself standing by the fire the whole damn day. Maar ek hustle om te kom eet by die man. I was hustling to come give him money, basically.
Hallo.
Yes.
My broer, ek sê nee.
It's a don't say Max Zaka.
Hulle maak saak.
Listen,
Hulle maak saak.
Xylem, your sound is apparently gone.
20K a month they can do it.
Yes.
And not a month, a day.
On days when it's good, you can make
Yes.
some really good money.
You
but
can make
man,
some really good money.
Man, well, that don't need because why? It's not glitz and glamorous. Come on, man. I can't holler at a Maria or a Delish. You know, come on. I kom ons lees 'n bietjie comments. We haven't read any comments actually.
Kom ons kyk eers of die sound reg is.
Nice, right?
Is die sound reg?
Away.
Okay, cool.
Ja, die ons maak saak. All right, we're going to wrap up in a little bit. I believe Kamusep, it's a new name. It's the system that made Namibians lazy. All right, young Namibians have a lot of ideas, but the government meet us halfway. That is part of the problem, guys. We look to the government for everything.
Yeah.
Just stop there. Okay, for us as a people, okay, let's ask the government with every conversation that they have from here going forward. And this is what my son said. Let's ask the government never to talk about the liberation struggle in any speeches going forward to justify why things are not working. It's because of the liberation struggle and because of colonialism and what. Because the young people don't want to hear that narrative anymore. No. Okay, now young people, when it comes to creating employment and opportunities for yourself, let's stop using the government in any sentence going forward to create things for yourself. If we can do that, maybe we will move forward.
Yeah.
So let's leave the government, and the government must do, and the laws the government aid. They got fish rot issues or what?
That's well said, eh? So, guys, so if you want to say jobs, think about how you can create it. Forget about the government.
Yeah.
And let's see what you can come up with. I think that's
Kom ons
well
hoor.
done. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a positive one.
Share Shipanga, I really enjoyed the morning mix. Thank you. Guys, you are whispering. We can hardly hear you.
I a lot say.
Okay. And the guys like Neville, when you meet at the bar and you guys lekker dronk, they will be promising people jobs. Come on, bring net your CV. Bring me job call. Bring net the CV.
Wie is hy?
Wilhelm Bolly David.
It's very true. It's very true.
That's come drop it.
Nee bro, bring dit die shadi. Bring dit. Van maandag af dotcheck you.
As I west, I was like, that's a joke. Jojo Madsen, when I talked about this topic, some people attacked me, telling me I am talking easy because I am living in Denmark. But what people don't know is that I created an opportunity for myself by doing cleaning jobs in hotels and private houses while studying and being a mom and being a wife.
Wow.
And still studying, but now I own my own cleaning company and my income is 3 times more than a manager's job in Namibia. So people must wake up and stop making excuses.
Penduka.
Actually, all of us must wake up. Yeah. Yes, all of us. Let's give the government some headaches. They must struggle to collect all the taxes because we are making so much money. Yes.
Hey, don't give Gustav any ideas. Gustav Schlettwein.
Bradley Kumisep, I graduated in 2018 in finance, but until today, no job whatsoever to talk about. Bradley, let me give you an example. I'm struggling to do my taxes every year.
Hello.
I have to pay $200 here, $200 there. No, Jay, but for ons, but my Jay soek mos eers daai R200,000 se tenders. Terwyl jy kan begin met die R200 by semi R200, because you know none of us want to do our taxes. Just small.
What did that thing go here?
Nee, gaan net check hier so wat ons gaan trap.
That was a check is about the finance gaan werken.
Oh,
They say come and calculate. He did
Yeah,
the
no, no, I'll
calculation.
do this. I'll
I
even
do
go
this,
drop
yeah,
them for
for
you.
200 and he did the calculation. They create so much refund.
2 months later, finance is calling you. Hello, meneer, wanneer kom drop jy jou tax returns? I'm like, what? I gave those things in a long time ago. Nah, nee.
sien jy julle swart mense nou? Then you start businesses and you create an opportunity. Dan knock julle mense.
That's the problem.
Ai,
That's the problem. But anyway, let me continue with Bradley's comment. I came to my senses in 2018 and thought to myself, if I could study for 4 years, why can't I invest in Forex and knowledge and spend years as well to create for myself passive income? Not long in December, after a lot of losses, I got hold of an institute in the UK and turned a 130 Namibian dollars into 7,000 in 3 weeks. Imagine what I'm doing now with better capital. Right? Forex is a scam to those that go to scam mentors. Right? Seeking the right knowledge is changing my life slowly, and my degree is just on top of the cupboard collecting dust. Don't worry, it's part of your CV. Some companies will consider how much money they pay you just because you have that
Some
paper.
people have 4 degrees. Try this, no job. Try that, no job. Try that, no job. Try that, no job. And I'm like, how many years will you be studying?
Yeah, here's Nicanor Victor. I'm sure many people bought the Mapangu from Antonio because they know him, you know. On a different note, I think our education system as well is just teaching us only how to be job seekers than job creators. Also, too
How to
many
count-
jobs
How to
for
count books and not.
Yes. But you see, like that is testament to somebody using their strengths. Like
Yes.
Antonio knows, okay, these people know me, so they'll probably want to buy
Thank
whatever
you.
I want to sell them.
Thank
So
you.
I'm gonna sell them stuff.
Yes,
You see, I almost said that other word again.
ek verstaan.
It
Want
just sounds better.
I know.
It comes to the meme whereby they say the educated work for the non-educated because the non-educated owns the company
Yes,
and you, the educated, can work for the
you can do the
non-educated.
job.
You can do the job for you.
Somebody once said that, people who just wants to study and study and study and study and study more are some of the laziest people. Because they don't want to do anything else. They just want to study.
Yes, and don't get us wrong. We're not advocating for
yeah.
you dropping out of school,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
But there must be a plan. There must be a purpose, all right?
Yeah.
Don't just sit with a degree. That degree must be helping you in your greater purpose, in what you are trying to achieve, what you are trying to do, whatever, whether it's business or whatever,
Yeah.
your degree or whatever you are pursuing as far as your studies goes. It must correlate. Kanjero Zedman, on this side of the Chicago border, Angolan ladies used to come from Angola to collect guavas from Namibia to sell to Namibia. Laziness people of Namibia, who are people selling paloni in the street? They are not Namibian. You see what I was telling you? Even the guys who are selling, who came with these brooms and even standing on the corner
Yeah.
selling airtime, it was the Zimbabwean guys.
The Zimbabwe. And let me
We
tell you,
didn't
those
see
guys,
that opportunity for years and years until we saw them doing it. We were like, oh, that's Zaki, so.
Exactly. The Zimbabweans, thank you mentioned them. You see, when Chinatown came, a lot of people, Namibians, were not aware of. Iri Krodena, cheap price at Chinatown. Come to the hood, sells them. Yeah, you can pay it off. 300 or 700 or 8. So these women one day went to Chinatown and go the same
Stuff that you
curtains he bought from this Zimbabwean guy in Chinatown on a cheap price.
Huh?
My time is not done. What do you mean, wrap it up? Hello, are you going to go explain to HR?
Okay, we will wrap it up.
We will wrap
The
it up.
battery is running out. Shine's battery is running out.
Even the batteries are going through fish rod nonsense. Like for instance, Neville, right? These guys who fumigate for cockroaches, the Zimbabwean guys. Once again, These guys came and saw an opportunity. These guys are not bringing the medication from Zimbabwe, guys. That bottle is like 250, 500 bucks, depending on the size. In Agra, in jy meng hom met water en jy spray hom. That's all you have to do.
Hey!
Die ones hulle gaan koop by Shandy name. They can charge you like $1,000 to spray your house.
Actually, cockroaches gaan spuit nie.
Daar wil jy mos bankrot bly.
Dis 'n top cheetah.
A stop cheetah. Ek sal nie.
You're not going to be known as cockroach killer. Calling people, hey, where's cockroach killer money?
This is a problem, yes.
Yes.
You want to be seen as this guy that
Glitz and
is.
glamour. That's what let's look. These memes, they sit here under the tree, bruh, selling those things for even 10 years. She sits there.
Yeah.
And the day she gets up there, builds herself a mansion on the village, and the hands retire
Opo.
happily.
Opo.
Yes. Don't cut. Oh, there's no audio. Okay, my producer says there's no audio, so we must cut.
But thanks, everybody. Keep leaving your comments for the rest of the day. I think it was a worthwhile discussion that we had today.
Yeah.
We need to start from somewhere. Stop blaming the government.
If you want different results, you got to do different things, man.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing the same shit and expecting different shit to be happening in your life. That's all I'm going to say.
I will ask the government to stop talking about colonialism. And
That will probably happen after Independence Day.
By the way, when is it your turn to throw the president under the bus? Everybody's throwing the president under the bus these days.
bye.